I'm a 46-year-old mother of two daughters, 17 and 15, and a year ago their father died in an accident. That sentence alone should carry grief. It should carry mourning. It should carry space for healing. Instead, it carried chaos. Because when my ex-husband died, the truth came with him. He'd been cheating for years with a woman he didn't just betray me with, but had 2 children with. And then, because life sometimes piles cruelty on top of trauma, she died too. 2 baby boys were suddenly orphaned. And overnight, my daughters lost the version of their father they thought they knew. They were the ones who found out about the affair. They were the ones who brought it to me. And they were the ones who carried the guilt when everything exploded afterward. Therapy helped. Time helped. But my ex-husband's parents? They made everything worse. My former in-laws were in their late 70s, deeply religious, publicly respectable, privately relentless. They tried to get custody of my daughters. We're still in court over that. They also tried to move in with us. That one didn't even make it past the front door. My daughters wanted nothing to do with them, not because of the babies, but because of the lies, the manipulation, the pressure, and the way these grandparents blamed children for a grown man's choices. So when my youngest's birthday came around, I wanted something normal, something joyful. We went to our local weekend farmers market, fresh bread, chocolate stalls, bright sun. I gave my 15-year-old a budget and told her to go wild. An hour passed. Then my phone rang. She was crying so hard she could barely speak. "Mom, they won't let me leave." I didn't think. I ran, and when I found her, 6 older women had her cornered near a produce stand. Church ladies, women I recognized, women who smiled on Sundays. They were telling her she was unchristian, that she was selfish, that she was abandoning her poor orphaned baby brothers. One of them said, "God sees what kind of girl you're becoming." My daughter's hands were shaking, so I stepped between them, told my oldest to grab the groceries and go to the car. And then I lost my patience. I didn't scream right away. I spoke clearly, slowly. I told them to back away from my child. They didn't. They told me I was worse, a failure as a wife, a disgrace as a Christian. Someone actually said I should have obeyed my in-laws. I wanted to vomit. The argument got loud. People stared. Security intervened. We were all kicked out. And as I walked to my car, they followed us, like vultures. That night, after my girls were asleep, I reached out to a man from that church I still trusted. He apologized. Then he told me the truth. My ex-mother-in-law had posted a massive story in the church Facebook group, a sob story. She claimed they were homeless, penniless, abandoned. She said I stole their grandchildren, that my daughters were cruel, that I caused her to lose her grandsons. She even rewrote the affair. According to her, the other woman was our surrogate, because I couldn't give my husband sons. I sat there staring at my screen, feeling something cold settle in my chest. She lied to protect a cheater and blamed my daughters. That's when I decided I was done being quiet. I was mid-divorce when my ex died, which meant something very important. I had receipts, texts, photos, emails, and no legal reason to keep them private. So the next morning, I went to a print shop, and I printed everything. High-quality paper, glossy photos, my ex kissing his affair partner, messages where his parents admitted knowing, texts where they bullied my daughters. One message called my girls bastards, another blamed them for their father's death, sent 2 days after he died. I organized them into binders, beautiful binders, styled to look exactly like church hymn packets. The first page, a photo of my ex making out in our living room, names printed underneath, clear, undeniable. Then I placed them in the church, right before Sunday service, on the table with the songbooks. By noon, the gossip exploded. The church Facebook group went feral. The pastor had to step in. People were furious, not at me, but at the lie, at the cheating, at the grandparents who protected it. My ex-in-laws were shamed into leaving the church entirely. My daughters received apology letters and invitations for support. My ex-mother-in-law posted about feeling abandoned, about how no one cares for the elderly, about how her great son would have taken care of her. With what money? I was the breadwinner. They tried to use God to control my children, so I gave their church the truth. And truth spreads faster than lies ever could. Revenge doesn't always mean yelling louder. Sometimes it's letting people see exactly who someone really is. No edits, no filters, just receipts. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button. Subscribe for more true stories where justice actually wins. And tell us in the comments, was this revenge or accountability? Because honestly, sometimes the difference is just courage.